Tell you something else. There's a lot to be said for making people laugh. Did you know that's all some people have? It isn't much, but it's better than nothing in this cockeyed caravan.
The next comic is probably the sickest fuck you'll see tonight, and I love him for it.
That's one of my favorites. He is a man who is a Shaolin master of the dark arts. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dark Master.
This guy's one of my personal favorites. He's very warm, very lovable, very sweet, very giving. The guy's been one of my friends since I started out this business, and he consistently brings something new to the table every fucking week. You gotta admire that kind of dedication.
He's a man who has never been to any contest. He's one of my favorites. Give one. Come on. Yo,
Guys, this next comedian, are you saying the clean comedy, squeaky clean?
This guy also helped me get kicked out of another venue that
That's one of the more interesting comedy podcasts in the area. JoshCast, check it out sometime.
the best show on the internet, Mr. Motherfucking Josh Jack Boo!
The Jack turns into the social media world.
Oh no. Alright, welcome to the show, everybody. Another fresh episode out there for the 1 or 2 or 3 people listening to this, if I'm lucky. How you doing out there? Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. The millions of people you can listen to have a podcast, you chose this one, which is your favorite podcast show, ... that you don't listen to. It's Tuesday night here, starting the episode out, and last night, I already have JoshCast coverage. What? I know. Usually that only happens when I record a new song, but Rod Goat Sperlin and I went to the Good Theater for the first time. It's an open mic in the city where they pick your name out of a hat, New York style, and it was pretty good. The show started at 7. We got out of there around 9. It was about a 2-hour show. It was pretty supportive. The comedians were nice. They weren't cliquey douchebags. And we got some JoshCast coverage, not Jak and Rod Improv. Goat wants to change the name. He doesn't like Jak and Rod Improv. He wants to change the name and show to Strange Businesses. But I think that's a stupid name. I like Jak and Rod Improv. So we didn't get any, you're going to hear the coverage after this clip. Pretty much it's just us talking about some stuff. And today I think called a mock trial. Someone contacted me off Craigslist pretty much. It's like jury duty, except you get paid for it. You're in this really nice room in the Marriott, which is in Center City, Philadelphia, and you pretty much review a case, you give your stupid opinion on it, you talk about it, you ask questions, they write down, they record it, and they pay you $150 in cash. That's right, I didn't eat anything all day till like around 3, I was pissed at my mom, and that's all that's really happening. So tomorrow night I'm going to be at the last Comedy Cabaret open mic. There's 2 more left. I'm going to be at that one, and then next week I'm going to be at the last one. Oh, it's so hard to say goodbye. Alright, enough yapping. Top news story is Christopher Big Black Boykin from the show Robin Big has passed away from a heart attack today at the age of 45 years old. And I like the guy. I mean, Robin Big wasn't one of my favorite shows, but I watched many of their episodes. It was a scripted reality show of professional skateboarder Rob Dyrdek and his best friend security guard, Big Black. They went on adventures together. The show was kind of scripted. I think that they kind of parted ways for some reason. Big Black wanted more money, and then they kind of had a little dispute. He was on some of the episodes of the Fantasy Factory, and then, passed away. So it kind of makes me sad, because he seemed like a funny, just nice, cool guy, based on the show. So, hey, rest in peace to him. Everyone's talking about Trump firing Comey as the FBI chief in the citing Clinton inquiry. So, comedians are making jokes about that. There's a housewife beef going on. Housewives are suing each other. Why don't you both get a job? Warren says Comey was fired because of Russians. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here. Basketball news. I believe the Warriors swept that team they're playing. Well, I think the game's still going on, I think. And the Cavaliers swept their team, so they're going to be in the finals. Man passed away after believing Trump was impeached. I think I heard that story before. This is going on where old guys are being told that Trump is being impeached. Well, he's still here and you're dead with worms. Father who beheaded son granted a conditional release. This is in Virginia Beach. A man charged with killing his 5-year-old. I mean, I think you should be able to kill your kids. I know this sounds like a weird law, but I think you should be able to. I think that if you made this kid, and your kid's being an asshole, you decide, you have up to 8 years. 8's the maximum age, and you should decide if you should cut your son's head off. I really do. A boy who's 8 years old, on the other hand, saves his mother's life 10 days after her dad dies. So this little boy's a hero. Mommy's gonna buy you some toys, baby. Maybe fuck you too. Alright, that's sick. Enough of the incest jokes. Thousands of dead bodies found under a major university. Cool! Give these kids something to talk about. Verdict reached in missing California teenager's murder. Very cute girl. Not being fresh, just saying. Rabbit's death on United flight takes an alarming twist. So, now's a good time to sue an airlines, folks. Everyone's going crazy on the planes. Everybody's suing everybody. Says the sad mystery around sudden death of a giant rabbit on a onboard United Airlines flight in April deepens thanks to new disturbing allegations by the rabbit's owners. They demanded unclosed payment for damages. The 10-month-old, 3-foot-long giant rabbit, and shows the Chinese guy who got dragged off the plane. So yeah, man, there was a fist fight on the airlines. A baby got kicked off. A woman leaves hospital more than 660 pounds lighter. That makes me happy. I like when people lose weight. That's pretty cool, you know? I need to lose some weight myself. Abandoned puppy covered in glue is unrecognizable at the surgery. So this poor little dog, this poor little puppy looks like he just got rolled around the woods. And let's see what he looks like afterwards. You won't be able to see this visual, but I'm pretty sure he looks adorable. Oh, he looks like a regular puppy, except maybe a few glue stains on his face. Good for him. Condoleezza Rice. Trump can't meet with Kim Jong-un. Yeah. So, this isn't really a political show. I like to do wacky stories. Oh, by the way, wait, I'll save that for the end. Let me see. Yeah, there's not much going on. Okay, so, keep listening to the show. This is just the first segment. After this, you're going to hear a Jak and Rod clip from last night of the Good Theater before we went inside. Also, this episode features a prank call called a cat tampon. I think I called some sort of animal hospital. I don't remember this. I've done so many prank phone calls, I don't remember. I called some sort of animal hospital and said my cat got a tampon stuck up his ass or something. That's going to be featured on this episode. And anything else happens, check out my YouTube channels. I have 2 of them. Josh, J-A-K, Jak. And the second one is J-A-K, Jak Attack. Check out those 2 YouTube channels. I just put some prank calls on there, including a new one, a Craigslist Elvis prank. And you're going to hear possible sober commentary with drunk people, more topical news items. Tomorrow night there might be podcast coverage with Bill Miller, the #1 fan of the show, and Nick Doritos, or anybody else. If that happens, only 2 more nights. Let's make it happen. And anything else to hear. This is the first and worst podcast in Philadelphia. You got to keep on listening to find out what happens next on this spontaneous podcast show that is still failing.
Down.
Yeah, Jak and Rod. At it again. We're checking out the Good Theater for the first time. Here in the Chinatown, Gook City.
Yeah, baby.
Whatever you call it.
Oh, how you like? You want massage?
You're going to an open mic where they put your name in a bucket, New York style.
Ooh, New York style open mic.
Yeah, and you know, they pick. Yeah, they're probably gonna like do this. They probably get my name and they'd be like, he doesn't know.
Put him
all
to
right.
the bottom.
Yeah, throw it at the bottom. Oh,
Or first.
I wouldn't mind going first. I like going. I would rather go first than last. Especially if I get there early.
Well, that's true. Everyone leaves when it's last. That's true.
Yeah.
You wind up with the dead.
Especially down here at the city. But anyways.
Oh, no one sticks around for you. They're not very supportive. As I like to say, Philadelphia comedy scene is less support than John McCain's testicle sack.
Very good, John McCain. Very relevant reference. Now,
Tell me, you know what? He's dying.
let's
He's a hero.
let's
He's
talk
actually a
about
hero.
the Jak and Rod improv. Let's talk.
Wait a minute. Let's go back to John. Don't people know who John McCain is?
No, they do, but I know he hasn't been in the spotlight in a while.
What do you mean? He's always in this spot with this Trump shit.
Oh, well,
You don't pay attention to
I don't
politics.
pay attention. Listen, let's get to the Jak and Rod improv. We got plenty of goofing on me to do. Well, you thought of a new name you can come up with.
It's an idea for the show.
Right.
You know, you call it the Jack, whatever your little podcast thing
Yeah.
is. And I feel left out if I'm going to be a regular.
Well,
I'd like to be
you're
included.
a semi-regular.
Well, I
you
think
used to be a semi-regular at the Crooked Eye Brewery,
I think
and then
that
it
should
closed
change.
down.
I'm ready to be a regular.
All right.
If you will.
No one wants to be
So
a regular,
we-
so they can do
you
that.
don't have to have top. I mean, I don't want top billing, but I would
Yeah.
like some billing.
Okay.
You know, it could be the Josh Jacobu show with Rod Goat, if you
Yeah.
or with Goat, whatever you want to call me.
So wait, what's the idea for the show? What's the name of it?
But the idea is for the show because the other night inspired it that we walked into. For those you listeners out there,
One listener, Bill Miller. Shout out to Bill Miller.
Who liked us. We walked into a massage parlor the other night, and Josh wanted to see if they offered oral sex after the massage
And happy ending release.
any kind of ejaculation.
With
was
very
offered.
large yellow teeth. She doesn't even brush it. You could tell. At least brush it if it's going to be big.
She
But,
was, well,
but anyways,
I'm hoping she wasn't the actual masseuse and just the mamasa,
yeah.
as they call them.
And what's the name?
So that inspired my name, that we should start going into different businesses and just talking to people about their work and asking questions.
Yeah.
But we're going to find like unique businesses, and the name of the show would be Strange Business. With
Strange.
Josh and Rod.
I like Jak and Rod.
Did you ever hear the expression, a strange business going amok?
Yes, but we have a thing, Jak and Rod. We always
Jak and Rod. Jak and Rod.
You said Josh and Rod.
Josh. What's Jacobu? Is that what you want, Jack?
No, Jack. I like Jak and Rod because it sounds like Jak and Rod. Like your name's Rod. I'm
Sounds
Jack.
very like masturbatory.
It sounds kind of gay, which is why I like it.
Jak and Rod.
Yeah. All right. So strange.
Jack the Rod.
I like Jak and Rod improv.
Jak and Rod improv.
But listen, we're asked for one
Well, you
listener.
could say Jak and Rod.
We're asked for one listener. He can
Jak
vote.
and Rod in Strange Business.
Yeah, we can ask for
You
one
don't like
listener.
Strange Business?
No, it's fine.
You're anti-Strange
We're
Business?
asked for one listener. He'll come up with this decision.
Oh yeah, let's take a poll.
We'll take a poll.
That's a good idea.
All right, now what was the idea you had? I'm going to tell you.
was the
Texted
idea,
me.
that we
No,
go
but
into
you
different
told me
businesses.
earlier you had a specific idea that we go into. You're going to get a $10 psychic reading.
Well, the next idea was.
Yeah, and I blew it. I called them because I got his
was
text
driving
message.
by and I didn't want to forget the number.
So he gave me the
So I
number,
texted it to
and the
Josh.
text read, call them, but he didn't mean actually
Hold
call
on.
them. Let's read the text. Let's
Yeah.
get it out the way.
Come on, that's ridiculous. All
Okay,
right, so-
here it is right here. Read
So
that.
hold on,
Read
let's-
that one.
shh.
Read the one that says should call them.
I will, but first we don't want to take it out of context.
All right.
So it started with, got our next JoshCast. There's a psychic. I'll do a $10 reading.
Yeah.
And you went, yeah.
I went, yeah.
And I said, discuss tonight. And then I texted in the number.
Yes.
Beep, 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 7897. Beep, beep, beep.
Yes.
And I said, should call and see if she'll let us bring the camera in or who'll let us bring.
Okay. So
And
I
Josh
called
said,
it.
okay, and called.
Now it says should call.
I didn't say you should call.
It says should call. Come on.
But I was just doing quick
What if I
text.
sent you a text that said should kill yourself? What do you think that means?
Oh, I kill myself easily
Yeah,
right
there
away
you go.
without thinking twice.
Yeah.
I don't call back and say, what does that mean?
Yeah.
All right, well.
Okay, so anyway, so
Anyway,
listen,
I was want to take half the blame for that.
but there was probably like 6 psychics there. And
I don't know.
and
It's a little joint.
Look, I called them. This is how quick the phone call was. Hello? Yeah.
Why? What ethnicity do you think
I
she
don't
was?
know. It had to be, what, Arabian or some
think
shit? Or
Could have been Armenian?
Armenian, possibly. Some smelly Indian.
Turkish?
Probably. And I called up.
Indian, you're thinking?
And I was
Why'd
like-
wait a minute, why did you say smelly Indian?
Well, because usually
So
they
racist.
smell.
That's
I know, that's
terrible.
true, racist. But anyways, I called them up, and they're like, hello? I was like, can I film in there? They went, no. I went, okay, bye. And I hung up. It was a
So you ruined
five,
it.
5-second call.
So you ruined it.
I listened to your text message that said should call them.
I didn't say you should call. I meant we should call. Why did you automatically take the pronoun?
I don't know.
And assume it was you.
Anyways, he admitted earlier he doesn't want to share this with the one listener that he said I'm 1,000% my fault. He used the word 1,000. He went to the extra mile. He didn't say 100%. He said 1,000%. It was.
No,
his
I
fault.
think I said I was willing to take some of the responsibility.
You didn't say 1,000%. You didn't use that word.
I said what I could do.
No, you didn't say 1,000.
I said you're 1,000% right. I could have communicated better. That's what I said.
I know. But
why are you taking it on?
So wait a minute. You used the word 1,000, and then all of a sudden, come on, man.
Yeah, but I was referring to in a small the part that was my fault was my part. I was definitely a part to blame in this.
Okay, but if 1,000, don't you think it's kind of extreme to say part?
Yeah, I was using hyperbole.
All right. Smart people stuff. Once again, too smart.
That's what's good about our show.
High, he's too smart
You're
for this
lowbrow, and I'm more educated.
Yeah, he's too
I'm more
smart.
educated.
Yeah.
And you hate when I do that.
I got a college degree from the Community College of Philadelphia, pal. And
I don't.
And I brag about that all the time, even though I have no job from it. I
don't brag. I just like to use words that show I'm very verbose.
Well, we're checking out the Good Theater tonight. I never heard any bad things about the Good Theater.
I heard it was
Oh, listen, but they put on a lot of shows here. Lots of improv shows, lots of open mics, lots of shows.
Well, I'm sure the whoever's running is going to grab us to include us in the show.
Yes, and tonight they're going to be getting some Northeast comedy. They better like it.
I don't know why you say Northeast. I'm from the Northeast.
Yeah.
Where I pronounce my THs.
I'm from NORF. I'm from the hood in Northeast.
Did you catch that when I said that?
I grew up in the projects. Yeah.
The text, you know, I was busting your balls.
You're always busting my chops. That's fine.
To make you a better person.
That's all right. You always bring the worst out of me. But yes, we're going to be checking it out soon. I want to say I am looking forward to this. I've heard a lot of things about this place. And,
is it crowded? Have you heard it's crowded?
I don't know, but this one comic told me last week he went at the cabaret. He said that there was 24 comics there. And I don't know when he went up, but he said, yeah, they draw your name out of a hat and everything. He said, but they give you 5 minutes. And the other place I was going to check out, I told you, Orlibs, they already give you 3 minutes.
Who's running that show?
It's a bunch. It's like 6 guys. They call themselves Laughs on Philly.
Laughs on Philly?
They used to be Laughs on Fairmount. Then they changed the name to Laughs on Philly.
Well,
then the Urban Saloon closed down. Then they took over this place, and now it's called Laughs on Philly.
These guys are hipsters.
Well, they are. It's a very hipster neighborhood.
Do they all wear checkered shirts and have beards?
Yes.
Really?
And if not, they're very.
True?
And if they're not, if they don't have beards, they're very skinny or bald, or they have the square glasses and very.
And they are into audio. Like,
yes.
They like audio.
They love audio.
What's the word I'm looking for? Albums. They're into the albums. The vinyl.
Yes.
They call it vinyl.
Yes.
Yes, they are. That's what you're saying.
All right, so let's go check it out. We're gonna walk in. We're gonna see.
Over.
We're gonna keep recording.
We are. We're gonna walk.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I like to hear the fucking background noises of birds and prostitutes and all different. We're on Calla Hill.
Okay.
We're at the Trussell. Old friend of the show, Rick Rabone, used to bounce here.
That's a titty bar in there.
He used to bounce.
Is it a titty bar, Google bar?
Yeah. Now, if I was going into a place like that and I saw Rick Rabone, I would be like, I'm not going to mess with this guy.
First of all, would you often mess with people?
No, but you look at a bouncer, you're like, I don't want to mess with this guy or headbutt.
He's cut now. He works out.
No, he's in good shape, but I'm saying he's. All right, so yeah, we're on Calla Hill, walking up.
We only got to go to 11th and Race. We're literally a block away, a block and a half.
Yes, we're a block away, and we're gonna finally see the exciting Good Theater. Where tonight, hopefully, we'll get 5 minutes of stage time.
We're not going to do so good.
Well, listen.
Oh, that pun again. It never gets old.
Listen, that's known to be, that's kind of our thing, I guess,
Oh, that is our thing.
That's why the term Northeast comic came up.
I smell we're in the land.
I blame Mark Lipo. He ruined our comedy scene.
Why?
Nice guy, but sweet guy, but
Sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
He ruined everything for everybody.
Sweetheart of a guy, but he didn't have to do those.
What did he ruin?
Well, the originality of him doing his old school puns.
Oh.
Out of joke books and such.
I thought this said the slavery gallery for a second.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this place for rent right here.
Yeah, we could build our own place. We'll call it the Bad Comedy Theater. Where Northeast hacks go to die. And we have our own. We got to get a parking garage because Northeast Comics. Northeast Comics. We need our own parking. We're very selfish with the parking. Yes.
It's really remodeled these massage parlors.
And the goat's still playing music on his phone as we're walking.
Am I really?
I can still hear it. I have great ears. I have 30-30 hearing.
30-30.
I just made that up. He made fun of me. He made a sarcastic laugh.
A phony laugh, a faux laugh.
Which is very hurtful, I think.
Oh, I think it definitely should be hurt. It was meant to cause deep harm and derision.
We're walking up now to some Vietnamese restaurants.
Oh man, Cola tagged that shit.
Yeah.
We're walking past some graffiti, and I see Cola has tagged it.
Yeah. What do you think, we can make that? Yeah!
No, I don't think we can.
Yeah!
We just crossed the street illegally, folks.
We did it. We jaywalked. We jackaboo walked.
Because Jack starts with J.
Yeah! Yeah! I'm near
beautiful Chinatown.
I'm walking up near 2 police cars and I'm wearing a wire.
Guess if they have any drugs for sale. That would be a good one.
Yeah.
That's podcast 3.
If only I was as white as you.
Risky business. Oh, that's right. You got to keep off forgetting. You can get killed by the police again. Or I'm going to likely not know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
He's white. Leave him alone. I don't care if he does have tattoos.
Plus, check out my hair. It's pretty nappy.
You definitely can pass for a half black man.
Yes.
You are, though, aren't you? Isn't your mom dark skin?
She's Cuban.
Is she dark skin Cuban or light skin?
Dark.
She's dark like a black person dark?
Yeah.
Really?
Almost as black, yeah.
So you don't like to watch your mom and dad have sex?
Well.
Because I know how you hate to see the mixed
I'm a fan of. I'm a fan.
Oh no, you don't like the black on black stuff.
Yeah.
That's what you don't like.
Checking out the place around a vegetarian place, Vietnamese restaurant. Not a Vietnamese restaurant, across from a Vietnamese restaurant. That's back for business. Go in there and
say, be honest, you actually have a cat?
Yeah.
Cat.
Hopefully we can sign up and then we can do some goofing. Some strange business, Jak and Rod improv. Goofs on the street.
Rod's an idiot. It's freezing out.
Yeah, I got a hoodie on and I'm fat, so I'm actually comfy. He's not wearing anything.
He's only chubby.
He's a hipster.
Fuck it open.
There it is. Good comedy there. Alright, well, it's Thursday night here. Last night at the Cabaret, I didn't get any podcast coverage. I asked Nick Doritos and Bill Miller after the show if they wanted to do a segment, and for some reason, they decided not to. They protested against me, folks. You see what happens? I make these kids a podcast star. Well, maybe next week. Anyways, last night was a pretty typical night at the Cabaret. One more night. That's right. If you listen to this episode, there's one more night at the Cabaret. And it will be closing for the summer. It will not be reopening for the Wednesday night open mic until late September. So you might want to come out and, hang out. Right on. Anyways, let's jump right into the topical news or odd news. I have nothing going on in my boring life, folks. Really don't. One NBA player bought the big baller shoes, those ugly shoes that cost thousands of dollars. Steve Harvey was accused recently of being rude to some kids. I think some kids or something trying to get his autograph or something, and he said, "I'm not going to apologize. I do not apologize." Really? Well, his wife must really like that, huh? He is an alpha male. Kelly Clarkson joins The Voice's coach. That's good. She has an eye for talent, an eye for food. Okay, I would bang her. Relax, everybody. Relax, my 2 or 3 people listening. Looks like the game's not over yet, but it looks like the Spurs might beat the Rockets and close the round out. Not sure yet. There's your sports for the show. Not that matters. Miley Cyrus drops a hot new single called Malibu. And I think her sister is also a singer, isn't she? Man arrested following drunk and explicit anti-Muslim rant. It's a white guy wearing a Leon green shirt. And I think he said go back to Afghanistan. Something like that. He said some really fucked up things. What else is going on? Pitbull mauls a 6-year-old girl. I hate pit bulls. Pit bulls are the niggers of dogs. They really are. They're always all over the place. You know, Purge killer receives 3 life sentences. Former U.S. rep found guilty of fraud, faking a charity. It's an old black woman. 13-year-old was kidnapped and sexually assaulted at a bus stop. What else is going on? Final dog left at shelter adopted by a well-known figure. Teen shows up to prom in a coffin for a surprising reason. That's awesome. Let's see. Let's get more of this story. This is a JoshCast exclusive. Teen who wants to be a funeral director turns up in a prominent coffin. This is in New Jersey. 17-year-old Megan Flaherty and her date opted a hearse to ferry them to the event. Teen apologizes to arrive at a prom as Sleeping Beauty in an ambulance. That's fucking awesome. Dog left severely disfigured by a wire-wrapped muzzle. Okay. Something about someone leaving a vet finds note. I hate when people go viral. So something about a vet finding a note on his car or something like that, you know. I think that's it for this segment. Men play Russian roulette with their health by doing this. Not getting a physical, not getting their prostate check, something like that. Alright, so, anyways, I'm going to do some more topical news. After this clip, you're going to hear a prank call called the Cat Tampon. I hope you enjoy it. And then we're going to do more topical news. Then there should be some sober commentary, then more topical and odd news. So you stay put right where you're at, Mr. or Mrs. Most likely a Mr.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
I have kind of a weird problem with my cat.
Yes.
Well, I don't know exactly how this happened, but I think a tampon is stuck in the back of my cat.
Come.
Excuse me?
How come?
I don't know what happened.
What happened? Yesterday?
Oh, yeah, well, this happened earlier today. I just got back from work.
Yeah.
And I saw my cat limping, and I look in the back of it, and there's a used tampon stuck in the back of my cat, up its, butt.
You want to bring her in?
Yeah, but I mean, have you ever heard of that before?
No, I never.
I mean, that's really weird. I mean,
Very weird.
Yeah, I mean, I'd even think a cat's butt was that big to even fit something up there. I don't know how it even happened, but it's really in pain.
She's in pain?
Yeah, I mean, well, if you got something stuck up there, I mean.
How about I give you $5.15?
Yeah,
today?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, $5.15 today, but.
Thank you. All right.
Alright, it's Saturday night, the night before Mother's Day. Not that that matters, I can give a shit less. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about last night. Tonight I should be able to get some sober commentary with drunk people, even though it's shitty out the time you hear this episode. If you listen to it, man, what about this weather? What is this, Seattle? No wonder why they kill themselves. Jesus, all this rain. Well, let's get right to the topical news. The Wizards edged the Celtics, fortunate Game 7. Also, David Spade, he got owned by the Catch Me Outside girl. He said something like she won't be famous anymore. And she said, I thought this guy was the waiter. And everybody retweeted that. And it's kind of true that David Spade, he's one of those guys that he doesn't seem like he's really famous, but he is. The Two Broke Girls are going to be canceled soon. Oh my god, I never watched that show. I heard good things about it. I think Whitney Cummings writes for it. But, yeah, I was going to totally watch that show, but I can never find it. But anyways, that's going off the air. I think a lot of people did enjoy that show. I don't know why I record on Saturday nights. There's nothing ever going on in the news. It says the search for the missing college student ends in tragedy in Oklahoma. That means obviously they most likely found her dead. Very sad news. Trump tweets one word and breaks the internet. Was it pussy? Let's see, what did he... We. He wrote the word we, and he got a bunch of tweets and stuff like that. Cool. Man dumped women into sex for adults film rehearsals. Man duped women into sex for adult film rehearsals. That's pretty cool. Those websites, I wonder which ones are real, because a lot of them are fake. But let's see what this is. It's A Kansas City area man has pleaded guilty to duping dozens of women into having sex with them on camera by telling the rehearsal for roles in pornographic movies. 34-year-old Mario Antoine of Ramore pleaded guilty to one wire fraud count and sentenced to 10 years in prisons. He's a fat guy. Prosecutors says he was a talent. He posed as a talent manager, photographer, videographer. So I guess I wonder what site he works for. Because I think Howard Stern was talking about this a while ago, and he said that, it looks real. Will Ferrell ends a commencement speech with a shocking move. Paris Jackson drops Jaws with a racy snapshot. That's Michael Jackson's daughter. And, yeah, that's it. So we're going to wrap this episode up with some me yapping. I'm going to be doing a little bit of drinking tonight. Going to be drinking some fruit punch and vodka. Just a little bit, because the weather sucks and Saturdays in general suck and my life sucks. So you're going to hear some drunk commentary with drunk people later. And then wrap this thing up with some topical news and on news. So stay tuned for the Mother's Day episode here at the JoshCast. Yeah. Alright, sober commentary with drunk people. Saturday night in Old City. I'm sitting across from the Lucha Cartel. You hear the music. The music will be cut off in a few minutes. It's 1:57 a.m. I'm surprised I made it this long. On a night like this. Last night I went to Center City. There's not much to talk about. I dropped $5. First I went to this free spot, Smith's. And then I went to this $5 spot. What's it called? The Fido, which is an Irish pub. And I was over there. And I spent most of my night there. Nothing really happened. I didn't talk to anybody, do anything. I was in incognito mode. Pretty uninterested. I went to Brew. Didn't really do anything there. And then tonight, I was in Old City most of the night. I brought a concoction of cranberry and vodka. It was fun. I did that. And got a little bit drunk tonight. Nothing really happened tonight. Other than Lucha Cartel was probably the best it was. If you can still hear the music, a lot of fun tonight. I don't know if all these people, but it was probably the most fun it was ever. Even compared to a Tuesday night when they have a salsa lesson, it was a lot of fun, a lot of jumping around, bouncing out. A lot of people were just, having fun. While I was in there, this white girl said, "Are you having fun?" I said, "No." She said, "I can tell." She said, "Why?" And I said, "Just not your spot." I said, "No, it's a good spot. I just, I don't really do anything." And she said, "Oh, okay." And I couldn't dance with her, but I didn't. There's plenty of girls in this place I couldn't dance with. Many cute girls. And I didn't do anything. That's all that really happened. And I was in National Mechanics. There was this brunette girl with glasses. She was okay looking. I kind of made an approach. She dropped something, and I said, "Oh, you're causing trouble here." A lot of people at the National Mechanics tonight were dressed in suits. Like, I'm wearing a suit jacket and sneakers. I got the casual look. A lot of people tonight were dressed up like some sort of lawyer. I don't know if they all graduated or something. It's kind of weird tonight. Lucha Cartel was definitely the best spot of the night. Plow was okay. Mechanics was okay. Both spots were just crap as usual. And Lucha Cartel was just great. It was the best spot. Like I said, the best it's ever been on a Tuesday. I wish it was like this all the time. No cover either. You don't have to wear dress shoes. I pretty much stood here. I thought maybe I was going to be here for I was going to stand around for maybe an hour, half an hour, which usually I ended up staying there for about an hour and a half, not longer. Drinkers, I walked in and out. So yeah, I don't know how much sober commentary I can do tonight unless something happens. I got nothing to say. I got nothing going on. It's almost 2 a.m. Happy New Year's. In a few minutes, the street harassment will be happening. It's kind of weird. I do want to get back into approaching again. I'm not scared to. I just don't care. I just put up this wall that I don't really want to talk to people. I don't really want to be around people, you know, especially girls. I don't want to approach them, even though tonight I kind of made an approach. And I want to change that, but I feel like I need the right people to hang out with, but nobody really wants to. People don't really want to hang out. The black guy, Jericho, I told you about, I did not see him. He doesn't go to Center City, and I did not see him tonight. I don't know where he was, but I'm glad I did not see him, because he's a weird guy. Like I said, I'm done with that guy. People are dancing outside the bar right now. Lots of girls in Lucha Cartel. It's probably the most girls I've ever seen on a Saturday night. It was pretty fun. Right next to me, there's this Spanish guy with 3 Spanish girls he's with. They're falling all over the place. Right next to this cop car. I'm going to walk up now. I was just resting my legs and feet. I was on my feet all night. My ass is a little bit wet from the sitting down out here in the rain, but it's okay. I'm walking over now. It's very quiet, as you can tell. It's very low key out here tonight. Not like it usually is. Yeah, I'm wearing these shitty jeans tonight, my old jeans, because of the rain. So it's fine. Also, another weird thing that was happening in the Lucha Cartel. This guy wearing a suit next to me. I know he didn't have nowhere to stand. He was standing just too close to me. He was standing close to me to that black guy Jericho does. I was like, Jesus. Like, move away from me, dude. Guys will do that. I think they do it on purpose. Because they want you to get away from them.
Happy bar mitzvah.
So I was walking by, this girl said happy bar mitzvah. I don't know what that means. I'm not Jewish, but she could suck my Polish and Cuban dick. I should have went back and said, excuse me, what do you mean bar mitzvah? But I do look, my hair is curly right now. My hair is kind of, it's kind of grown. So she was, I guess, implied that I'm Jewish. Some people do think I'm Jewish when I grow my hair out. And one thing, I talk about this in my act, that people... God, it's dead out here. It's 2 a.m. right now. Usually this place is packed. This is how you can tell that college season has ended. And this is how you can tell that starting next week, it's supposed to be nice out. Everyone's going to be at the Morgan's Pier and the river deck for the summer, including myself. But yeah, this white girl tried to make fun of me and said, happy bar mitzvah. Whenever I grow my hair out for some reason, people make fun of me. I don't know why. Black people make fun of me more than anybody. Every once in a while, some stupid fat white girl like that, who's probably cheating on her white boyfriend with a black cock. By the way, I'm right across from the Cuba Libre now. I'm at the Continental, my new spot. I try to get away from the, the Cuba Libre, because people, but anyways, that white girl just said that. When I grow my hair out, people have this negative attitude towards me, you know? They just like, you know, they say, it's kind of weird, like I'm offended, and I'm not even Jewish, but it offends me, you know? It's kind of like they call me Jonah Hill, Adam Sandler. Anybody that looks like they're Jewish and a celebrity, they say that to. And it's kind of weird, because it's like, I'm not Jewish, you know? But I look Jewish to them, or I get Arabic as well. But whenever I grow my hair out, it makes me insecure, because my hair's not even that big, but, you know, that big of a fro. But ever since I was a kid, that's how it was. I get made fun of, and I don't know why. People don't like it. But you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm going to cut my hair when I feel like it. So I wish that I knew that white girl said that when I was walking by. I would have said, bar mitzvah, what are you trying to say? I'm Jewish? I'm not Jewish, you fucking cunt. I would have said that, because it was just 2 girls and 1 guy. And if the guy would have said something, I'm going to crack him in his fucking tooth with the cell phone. Because I'm not Jewish, but I'm offended by that. Anyway, it is 2:05, and you can tell if you listen to the background, it is usually so loud out here. It is usually so loud out here when it comes to the coverage. I can't even talk. Now it's the total opposite. It's not even medium out here. It's like dead. You can hear it. It's like usually it's so loud I can't even talk, because the weather's changed. Everyone's going down to the river deck and the Morgans. Right as I'm talking, there's these 2 skanks next to me And I'm not even going to talk to them. I'm not even going to approach them. Like I said, these girls are seriously about to get hit by a car. They're fighting over a cab right now. Apparently they don't have the Uber or Lyft app. But yeah, it's kind of weird. I want to get back into having fun. It's not about just approaching girls. I want to get back into having fun, but I feel like I just can't do it by myself. It's very hard to go out. Now you can say it's very loud because of these stupid cunts. They ran into this cab like they were going to jump in, and then they just ran away. It's very stupid. But that's how desperate they were for attention. These stupid, loud, white cunts. But anyways, yeah, man. It's definitely interesting. I want to get back into having fun, approaching people, meeting people, but it's hard to do this by yourself. Most guys I know would not go out by themselves. They don't have the balls to go out by themselves. I have the balls to go out by myself. I'm just so defeated. I don't want to do this much. You know, I go out because I have a choice, but it's either this or it's staying home. So now more people are coming out now, as you can hear, but usually by now it's much more louder. So it's not dead out here, but it's dead. So yeah, it's really weird. I want to get, like I said, I want to get back into approaching. Right now the street harassment hour is happening. These girls are walking out. These guys are following them. One of them has got his arms wrapped around him like a bear hug from behind. That must feel good against his cock. Yeah, like I said, nothing really happened tonight other than that white girl asked me if I'm having fun. I did look kind of sad, but it's just because it's just... It's like, I feel like I have no choice. It's like if I don't go out, then on a Friday and Saturday night, I'm just stuck in my house, just on YouTube, on Facebook, which I already do enough of my life. And I'm trying to get away from this small, thirsty guy. I don't want him standing next to me thinking I want to be his wingman. That's why I said you got to move away from these guys. Because they see me by myself, and they try to stand next to me like they want to team up. And it's like, dude, I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to team up with you. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, people keep making fun of my hair. I'm going to kill somebody out one day. It's not right to call me a fat Jew. I'm offended. I'm not even Jewish. But, yeah, more people are coming out. It wasn't completely dead out tonight. Maybe Center City was a higher volume. I'm not sure. But either way, it's okay. I had a decent time tonight. The Lucha Cartel was definitely also... I'm glad I went to the Lucha tonight. If it wasn't for that, it would have been, you know, it would have been pretty beat. I probably would have left early tonight. If it wasn't the Lucha Cartel, I might have left at 1 because I couldn't see myself possibly going back to National. I couldn't possibly see myself going back to Plow. Both of those spots were just shit tonight. And here goes something. Now that I'm recording by myself, there's these two guys. They have a right to stand there, but they're standing not close to me, but close enough. So I'm just going to move away from them. They're smoking a cigarette. So I'm just going to get away from them. I realized the best thing to do for these guys is to get away from them, because I try not to flatter myself and say that they want to hang out with me, but they see a cool guy like me, and they want to just... be next to me. As far as the Cuba Libre goes, there's nobody really out here. There's girls sitting outside on the sidewalk thing. There's two older looking chicks waiting for a ride or something. Or maybe they're waiting to be approached. They look kind of old. They probably have 5 kids each. And there's I see a couple of guys talking to girls. And I see some girl, she's got a fucking fairy costume on. I'm guessing that's some sort of bachelorette thing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Last night, Center City was actually pretty good last night. It wasn't extremely packed, but it was good enough, I felt, last night. For the spots that I went to, Fado was actually good. Once again, I didn't do anything. But, you know, once again. Oh, yeah, last night, the only thing that happened to me, this Asian guy that I've met before through the pickup thing, RSD. He came up to me and he said, "Hi, how you doing?" And I kind of didn't want to like even see him. And he was like, "Yo, what are you up to? Like, you still go out?" And I was like, "Yeah, I still go out." And he's like, "Oh, that's cool." He goes, "You still approach?" I said, "No, not really. I'm kind of done. I don't really approach anymore." He goes, "Oh." And he was like, "Yeah, I still go out, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "Oh, I see you." And he walked away. It was kind of weird. He's like, "I think this guy stood me up once before. I think twice, actually. I think we were supposed to meet one night in this crowded Irish bar, that same bar, actually, Fado. But I saw him somewhere else. And he didn't want to... Oh, I see that one of the thirsty guys. He kind of looks like a Hispanic pigeon. I see him outside now. He's across the street. He's right outside the Cuba Libre. But yeah, I see some of these pickup guys around, and you know, it's interesting, I gotta tell you. But yeah, some of these guys, this guy, I think he stood me up twice before, and I think we were supposed to hang out during the daytime, go to Temple campus, and we were supposed to approach some girls, and then he, I don't know if it was him or not, but I highly doubt it's a coincidence this Asian guy they met. So I kind of figured out what happened tonight. Tonight was some people did graduate from Temple and Drexel and stuff. I guess that's why those people were wearing suits. They were celebrating maybe graduating from some law program or something. I don't know. But nothing's more boring than a bunch of law students. They were not fun. You figured they would put their tie around their head. They would be swinging it around, like going crazy. They were pretty bored, It was pretty lame at National Mechanics tonight. But anyways, it is 2:12 right now. I'm going to head down in a few minutes to catch my train. I always record these things thinking I have nothing to talk about. But I am a professional yapper. I can yap. All right, I can do it. I can always find something to talk about. People got the pizzas and stuff. I did not spend any money tonight, which I'm very proud of. So to me, if I don't spend any money when I go out, that to me is a good night. Last night I only spent $5, when I went out last night. Tonight, I didn't spend a fucking dime. I was going to go to Drinkers tonight and get a Citywide, which is a shot and a beer. But then I thought to myself, well, what's the point of that? I got alcohol at home. So that's why I brought the concoction of fruit punch and vodka. And I put some water in there because too much sugar will fuck you up. I realize if I mix too much sugar with alcohol, my back starts to hurt. And that's just not good. People are valeting their cars. Like I said, usually the street's packed by now. Usually South 2nd Street is mobbed with Ubers, Lyfts, cabs, people beeping the horn, blah, blah. It's the opposite. Tonight's a good night to be an Uber driver because it's just not packed at all. So like I said, there was a lot of pretty girls in the Lucha Cartel. I did not dance with a single girl. I don't know why. I saw a Korean chick. She looked kind of tall. She had her little titties hanging out. I could have danced with her. I saw a couple cute white girls next to me, including the one that asked me if I was having fun. She was decently attractive. I could have danced with her, but instead I didn't. And this Indian guy ended up dancing with her. Also, I did see this. There was a big group of people there, and there was a Hispanic chick. I don't know if she was Hispanic or black. I think she was black. And another girl was, what was she? The other girl was black as well, but the guys they were with were dancing with them. It was pretty interesting. Like, they weren't really dancing with them. And then that goddamn white girl made fun of me when I walked by and said, "Hey, congratulations, you came back for your bar mitzvah." It's like, fuck you, you fucking cunt. You fucking stupid cunt. You wouldn't say that to a fucking black guy. You wouldn't say shit. Now these douchebags outside the Cuba Libre are blasting their music once again. It's always interesting when I see that because it's like, what's going to happen? Are random girls going to jump in your car? Like, I've seen guys do this before where, girls walk by and they dance, but they're not going to jump in your car and suck your dick. I mean, I see guys do that with really expensive cars. Maybe in Miami they do that. But I see a white limousine waiting for somebody. the two douchebag guys waiting for whoever, their friends. And now the streets mobbed now. Now it's at capacity because people are with their Lyfts and their Ubers. But I'm going to head down now. I don't got anything else to say. I yapped for almost 20 minutes, and as usual, I did not say anything interesting or funny. These guys are trying to move. They're about to get crammed with this SUV thing. But this is sober commentary with drunk people. Another late play Jane Saturday night. Hopefully I'll get better. If not, well, I can go fuck myself. Alright, see you guys next week. Alright, it's Sunday night. Let's wrap this episode up. Happy Mother's Day. I don't think any girl out there with a kid will listen to this show. I don't think anybody in their right mind will listen to this show, but especially if you're a woman with a kid. But anyways, I gave my mom a Mother's Day card. It said you hit the jackpot on there. It costs like $7 for the card. Not to say, be cheap, but it lights up when you open it because my mom's a gambling addict. I gave her some scratch-off tickets and some chocolates. And I made some jalapeno burgers earlier that blew my ass out. And that's it. So we're going to wrap this up now. Let's get to some topical and odd news. I believe the Golden State Warriors just won their first game against the Spurs. I don't care who wins. But I do like to follow basketball. King Arthur bombs opening weekend box office. I was always wondering who was in... Oh, Jim Parsons of the Big Bang Theory has gotten married to his partner in 15 years. Yay for gay marriage. I forgot that guy was a fruit. But I was just going to say, I can't believe people are into those King movies, but what do I know? Details revealed in the alleged M6-13 slaying. Officials fear cyber attack will worsen Monday. I hope I got a virus on my computer. That's what that means. Man says JetBlue booted family from flight over a birthday cake. So yeah, everyone's going crazy on the airplanes now. People are fighting. People are going nuts. Ever since that fat Chinese guy or chubby Chinese doctor got dragged off the flight, it's been going crazy, folks. Couple gets married on Mount Everest and it looks stunning. And it does. It looks like a cool background. It looks like it's photoshopped. They could have just photoshopped the background. You didn't have to do that, by the way. You could have just, went on a green screen. But, hey, McDonald's makes a revolutionary move to win back diners. I like how it says diners. What does it say? Customers will see a lot of changes to McDonald's. 50%. Okay, they're going to tell you what this is, or I just... the requirements, friction, blah, blah, blah. New experience, feature upgrade. Okay, so that was just a waste of reading. They didn't really tell me. They just said how much they're going to spend. What's the revolutionary? Are they going to make their fries hot like they used to be? My sisters and my mom went to go see the Amy Schumer movie. I had no clue by... Oh, so this is a black family. They got kicked off a JetBlue flight over a birthday cake. Footage of a family getting kicked off a JetBlue flight over a placement of a birthday cake surfaced on Saturday. Mita and Cameron Burke were headed to Las Vegas from JFK Airport in New York on Flight 611 on May 3rd to celebrate Minta's 40th birthday. So this happened a while ago. And their children went incident between the family airline causing the entire family to be kicked off the plane. Despite the NYPD admitting the family did nothing wrong, and the family placed a birthday cake in the airplane bin, overhead bin, which is not allowed. The family says that a flight attendant told Karen to move the cake underneath his seat, which he did, but claims that the situation escalated when a second flight attendant got involved. So that second flight attendant had nothing to do, if anything. You could see the gesture. She was pointing to her. Did you tell him you couldn't put anything in the overhead department? I didn't approach him. No one's in trouble. Daddy, I feel scared, the little daughter said. You're going to, unfortunately, they're going to have to rebook everyone. Blah, blah, blah. So there's a video here. Let's see what this is. And it shows, this is after the fact. This is when the guard got on. It shows the little kids are crying. The little kids are now scared. They're probably scared already being on the airplane. now they're freaking out. And this video is 2 minutes long. Let's fast forward a little bit. It just shows the little boy is more freaking out. He's very young. And they're writing a report. Okay, so that's going to be news. And it's a black family, too. Ooh, that's not good. If it's a white person, nobody cares. Well, let's get to the weird news. Odd news, strange news. My favorite thing to close the episode up with. Any episode. Scorpion terrorizes United Airlines flight again. I saw a movie where a lady got stung by a scorpion in her sleep. When I sleep, I put a blanket over my head because I'm afraid someone's going to crawl in my ear. Do you guys do that? Comment on the episode. Get it? No one's going to comment on the episode? Okay. South Korea has a new president, but his hot bodyguard is still in the show. Yeah, he does look hot. This talented therapy pig is bringing joy and oinks to seniors. Creepy, laughing clown doll scares bear out of stealing trash. I just farted. I don't know if you probably didn't hear it. This giant Dead Sea creature washed up on an island. It's freaking everyone out. Yeah, it looks like a giant blob. Remember the movie The Blob? Scientists just found out narwhals hunt and stab fish with their giant tusks. 115-pound teen catches an 835-pound tuna. And there's no fishtail. That's the joke for the... Cat gets stuck in a plastic bag and hell breaks loose. My cat uses it all the time. I just didn't have a video camera and internet back then to go viral. A badass baby buffalo scares the bejesus out of an elephant. Porn stars teach advanced sex positions to moms. Bike seller reminds that forests belong to bears, so they're on a GoPro, they're riding their bikes in the woods, and this bear is going to start chasing them. Cool. Water bucket cam is a pseudo-new viral sensation. Someone put a camera in a bucket. You can see these little squirrels and insects running in there. Lost speech that vanished more than 30 years ago suddenly reappears. I don't know how that could happen. People are tweeting all the things they agree with Rosie on. Let me guess about Trump, right? Okay. Look at this reckless baby hands graduation photo shoot. I was commenting, okay, I suck. 7th grader suspended after liking a photo of a gun on Instagram? How could he get suspended? What is a school monitor what you like? That's stupid. Well, they just gave him a vacation. Cool, stay home and play video games and jerk off, dude. Surgeon removes pens from man's stomach 36 years later after he swallowed them. Neo-Nazi officially changed his name, says, I'm the new Hitler. Porn star Molly Cavalli accused of faking a shark attack from viral glory. Oh yeah, so so that's what happened. I heard about this on Howard Stern and other shows. She was filming a porno and she claimed she got bit by a shark. So now people are saying it might be fake. So we don't know yet. But if she did fake it, I get why she did it. Identity of a naked man posted on a shark has internet pointed fingers. He did not fuck the shark. There was no shark necrophilia. Oh, new title for the show. Shark necrophilia. I'm going to come up with a new necrophilia every episode. People are freaking out about this terrifying nightmare house listed. And finally, teen shows up in a prom in a coffin. I think I read this earlier. That's pretty fucking cool. You gotta make an entrance. It's like out of a movie. Well, folks, thank you for listening to the Shark Necrophilia episode. I will see you guys on the next one. And next week is the last open mic at the... Well, let's just say this week, the time you hear this episode. It's the last open mic of the season at the Cabaret. So, try to get some coverage from that. If not, well, I tried. And I'll see you guys on the next one. It's, well, you know.
You have just listened to the world's most awful podcast show, JoshCast.